What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to fxpronow.com. All right, everybody. So if you're on here, go ahead and put in your name and where you're calling in from. I'd like to know who's here with me. How you doing? I'm just gonna say Flynn for now. How you doing? What's going on, Josh? How you doing? Hey, Cayman Islands. How you doing? Salima. I also have a great friend named Salima. What's going on, Blue Streak? From New York. What am I doing? All right. So, I also want to know like like how did you get access to my content? I'd like to know that as well. What's going on, AJ from DR? How you doing, Linda from New Jersey? So today, what we're going to be doing, if anything, I'll wait a couple minutes for everybody to be able to get on here. How you doing, Don? From Columbus, Ohio. So here's the thing, guys. What I did want to let you guys know this. So I'm actually going to be putting the You Are the Indicator course. Its price to the regular price of $9.97 today. Literally at the end of this talk, I'm going to be putting it at the regular price. Right now, it's half price right now for the actual You Are the Indicator course. And we got to the number that we were supposed to get to. So I'm going to be putting it back up to the $9.97 price. So if you want to be able to get access to the the $4.97 price right now, before I actually go ahead and raise it, if anything, here is the website. I'm letting you know now. I'm actually going to do it live with you. I'm going to actually show you exactly what I'm doing. So you know I'm serious. Yachty online. So do you think, guys? And also congrats on Benson from Boston for going ahead and actually purchasing the You Are the Indicator course, online course just now. I let him know, hey, listen, I'm going to be raising the price. He didn't want to miss out on that. And he got in. So let's go ahead and get started. So let me see my face so I can see what you see. So what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? My name is Philip Anglade, and welcome to fxpronow.com. What we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be doing a very, very simple method that I call the red, blue cloud method. Literally anybody can be able to actually learn this. What's the purpose of me actually sharing this style of trading? Well, when it comes to trading, it could take long to be able to understand how to do this, especially if you haven't learned from a mentor or essentially taken a course. It'll take, I have no idea how somebody can actually learn this game without being taught this game. Literally, I have no idea. It would probably take years for that to happen. So as opposed to having somebody just be lost. I came up with this method that I believe can be able to help out anybody that's really looking to be able to learn the game of Forex, but don't know where to start. How you can be able to actually get into your own trades as quick as possible in a very simple manner, the Red Bull Cloud method. So what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to break it down step by step by step, so that you can be able to see how simple this is. Literally is just using colors, Red Bull Cloud. All right. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have MetaTrader downloaded on your laptop. If you do not have MetaTrader downloaded on your laptop, what you can be able to actually do is you can be able to go onto my actual YouTube channel. So FX Pro Now, right? Go onto my YouTube channel. Once you go onto my YouTube channel, what you want to do is you want to go into where it says session number 2. I'm pulling it up on my side right now so that you can be able to see. Again, session number 2. So this is where it is. Literally, I've done this method over and over and over again for for a bunch of people. So everything is recorded for you. All right. So when you go into my YouTube page, what you want to do is you want to make sure you hit the subscribe button. And then also you want to make sure that you click on the bell so that anytime I'm posting up something, you get access to it right away. This entire YouTube is going to look completely different in the next couple months. I'm actually working on some basic videos, actually about 30 of them, to be able to get somebody to the point where for free, you can be able to learn the basics of Forex and be ready for the UR, the indicator course. So for now, session number 2, we're talking about the Red Bull Cloud method. All right. Once you click onto here, it's going to talk about the risk management for this specific method. All right. So this is very important. When it comes to this method, you want to make sure that you're following a specific risk management, because if you don't, I promise you, you will blow your account. So take the time, take the 9 minutes to go ahead and actually watch this video, watch the risk management, figure out how to be able to do that. The next thing that you can do, excuse me, the next thing that you can be able to do is click on this one. And this is a recording of me doing a live webinar, just like I'm doing right now, but then going ahead and actually recording it and posting it up so that you can be able to see, a live version of me doing this. But if anything, I'm probably saying different words in this video than I'm going to be doing today. So I would encourage you to go ahead and actually watch this as well. If you do not know how to be able to go ahead and actually download MetaTrader 4, you can be able to actually watch this video, right? How to add the cloud to MetaTrader 4. But if you don't have MetaTrader 4 already on your computer, go back into this section where it says Intro to Forex. In this section over here, it'll be able to actually give you the step-by-steps on how to download MetaTrader 4 if you have a PC or if you have a MacBook, right? Either one. Okay. So that's that. That's downloading. That's adding the cloud, and that's the majority of what you probably need. Okay. So now once you actually have your what do you call it? Your thing pulled up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you actually have the cloud actually on your computer itself. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and put the cloud on my computer, right? So I'm going to go to insert, indicators, trend, and Ichimoku Kinko Hio. I'm going to leave everything the same, right? The only thing I'm going to make sure that I change is just the colors. You got to make sure that the Tenkan-sen is red, Kinji-sen is blue, Chico Span, you don't have that. When it comes to the up Kumo, green, and the down Kumo, red. All right. So that's how you're going to want to have it. Right. And you want to take off any other indicators that you have on here, anything like that. You want to make sure you delete those. Okay. So that's that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save this as a template. And I'm going to call this cloud. Okay. So now I have that on my computer. Now, when it comes to starting this method, right? If anything, I want to change the background real quick because I can't really see. I'm going to make this black. Will this work? That looks kind of strange. I need to find something different. If I put this, all right. Hopefully, you guys can be able to see this. All right. So what you want to do? Let me go ahead and save this now. Save. Cloud. Save. Yes. All right. It could be. So here, I should have actually said this as well. When it comes to the actual cloud itself, and when it comes to this method that I'm actually showing you right now, this actually has worked about 90% of the time. I'm actually going to show you a method that literally people have 6 times their account in a day by doing this. And it's not just people, I've done it. All right. And what's really cool about this method as well, it's so simple that literally a 7-year-old has replicated this method. And I'm not just saying that, there's video of it. And not only can a 7-year-old be able to actually apply this method, but when I say 90% of the time this works, it's not just for me, it's for a lot of other people as well. This works. It's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and actually get this thing started. So what we're going to do is we're going to start out with the H4 time frame, right? You always want to start with the H4 time frame, mostly because if I was to click from here and go into the past, you're going to be able to see that this gives me, let's say, you see where it says 55, there's a number 55 there. Well, it's 55 candles and 4-hour candles. So that's 55 times 4. So over 200 hours of data that you see here, right? And also when it comes to the cloud itself, it kind of tells you what's going to happen in the future, about 24 candles into the future, okay? So you want to make sure that these 2 buttons are clicked so that you can be able to see the future, right? And you're going to want to make sure that you're zoomed out enough where you can be able to see the entire rest of the cloud itself, okay? So as you can see, this tells you what has been happening for a long time. All right. So the H4 time frame. Now, what we're looking for is we're going to be first looking for where is the red line in relation to the blue line, and where is price in relation to the cloud itself. Right. And our goal is to make sure that the H4s set up the way that this looks. The H1 setup and the M15 setup look exactly the same. There's no change. The reason why is because on the H4 time frame, it's telling you what's been happening for the last couple weeks. The H1 will show you what's been happening for the last couple days, and the M15 will show you what's been happening for today. So if everything is matching up, what this is telling me is there's a very good downtrend or there's a very good uptrend, and that's how I play this. It's a very simple method. So let's get started. Now, anytime that I'm looking at the red line and the blue line, I'm looking at where price currently is right now. So the end of the blue line or the red line. Not back here. This doesn't really do anything for me right now. I got to see where price is currently. Okay. So we see the red line is under the blue line. That's good. But price is under a green cloud. That's not what we're looking for. So you see how the red line is under the blue line? That means that I'm looking for a sell. Now, for this to be good, for this to be okay, what I'm looking for is for the red line to be under the blue line and for price to be under a red cloud. So what's happening is I can't really do anything about this now because the thing is this has to be under the red cloud. So I need this to be in a downtrend for a little longer for me to feel comfortable about this. Okay. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. I'm going to see if anything is available now. All right. So there are some rules when it comes to this. And those rules are if the red line or price are in a cloud, whether it be on the H4, H1, and M15, I don't touch it. Okay, and what do you see here? We see that the price is actually in the cloud, and just a little bit of the red line is in the cloud. The blue line can be in the cloud, but not the red line or price. So with that being the case, I'm just going to move on. All right. Now, what I also see here, let me go ahead. I want to take off this stuff here. All right. Sheesh. So what do we see here? We see the red line is over the blue line, but we see that price is over a red cloud. So that's not what we're looking for. For a buy, we need the red line to be over the blue line and price to be over a green cloud. Okay. So we're going to proceed. So what do we see here? We see that the red line is over the blue line, but price is under this red cloud. So with that being the case, I'm not going to touch it. Okay. ADUSD. What do we see here? We see the red line is under the blue line, but price is over. It's kind of like in the actual cloud, so we're not going to touch that either. All right. Again, what we're looking for a buy, right, is for price to be obvious that it's continuing to the upside, and what the red line being over the blue line and price being over a green cloud will show us is a continuation to that uptrend, and that's not what we see here. So we see the red line is over the blue line and price is over, I guess you can say, a green cloud, because it technically is. But as we can see, that's kind of flip-flopping and it's not giving us a clear indication. But being the fact that it does follow our rules, I have to go ahead and actually go onto the H1 time frame. So again, we see the red line is over the blue line and price is over a green cloud. All right. So what do we see here? Well, we don't see that. We see the red line is under the blue line and price is over a green cloud. So with that being the case, this does not follow our rule. Remember, our rule is for the red line to be over the blue line and price to be over the green cloud. We see that on the H4, but on the H1, we see the red line is under the blue line and over the green cloud. So what this is telling us is the fact that the trend is not flowing as much as before. Okay. So we're going to go ahead to the H4. What do we see? We see the red line is under the blue line and price is over the green cloud. So that's not what we're looking for. Remember, we need the red line to be over the blue line and price to be over a green cloud. So my daughter just walked in. Yeah. All right. So what do we see here? We see the red line is under the blue line and price is under a green cloud. So that's not what we're looking for either. Okay. So we see the we see that the red line is over the blue line, I guess you would say, and price is over a green cloud. This is technically okay, but on the H1 time frame, it's going to knock us out. So it's not going to follow our rule. Let's go ahead and go to the next one. We see, if I was to scroll out, we see the red line is under the blue line and price is under a red cloud. So that is what we're looking for, H1. We see red line under the blue line under a red cloud. That's good. Now, as you can see that it just twisted, right? Well, it's about to twist. You see the green cloud pop up over here. So what this tells us is I wouldn't be surprised it's going to be a pullback, but then a continuation. As you can see, it twists again. Okay, so I'm just letting you know that. And as we can see here, when it comes to the M15, we see the red line is under the blue line and price is under a red cloud. So these all follow our rule, but I am letting you know that there can and probably will be a pullback, being the fact that this has pushed down so aggressively. All right. This does follow our rule, though, on all of them. We see the red line under the blue line and prices under the red cloud. We see on the H1, we see red line under the blue line under a red cloud. We do see this area over here, the green cloud. So there most likely will be a pullback, but then essentially a continuation. So this is the only time that, like, the rule does play out where the red line is under the blue line and price is under the red cloud. But anytime you see something crazy like this, it is kind of scary to be able to just jump in, to tell you the truth. But being the fact that it does follow our rule, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. All right. So I'm going to set. So now what I do is I go ahead and set my 10 pips, right, as my take profit, right? And then on the H4 time frame, what I'll go ahead and actually do is set my stop loss to be at the blue line specifically. Okay. So I know that price sounds crazy, but what happens is being the fact that this does follow our rule, like I said, 90% of the time, this does actually follow through to be correct. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the next one. All right. So what do we see on the H4 time frame? We see the red line is over the blue line and price is over a green cloud. That was ADNZD. So we see the red line over the blue line and prices over the green cloud, H1. We see prices in the actual cloud itself. Being the fact that price is in the cloud, I'm not going to touch that. H4. What do we see? We see craziness. Anytime you see something crazy and you're confused, just don't touch it. Just taking off some of these lines and stuff. What the heck? All right, whatever. All right. So what do we see here? We see the red line is over the blue line and price is over a green cloud. That's good. But over here, what do we see? We see prices under the red line is in the cloud itself. So that's not good. All right. So we see the red line is over the blue line and price is over a green cloud. Technically. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. As you can see, either way, we have the red line is over the blue line and price is over the red cloud on the H4 time frame. All right. So that's not what we're looking for. So GBP CHF. Oops. GBP CHF. We see prices in the actual cloud itself. No good. We see the red line is in the cloud. No good. So we see GBP NZD. We see the red line under the blue line. Prices under the red cloud. Good. We see red line under the blue line. Prices under the red cloud. Good. But at M15, we see prices in the actual cloud itself. Okay. Let's go back to the H1 time frame. See if this, it did say over here, hey, listen, there's going to be a pullback. And that's exactly what it said here. Right. And then it should continue down, push up a little bit, and then continue its way to the downside. So what we can be able to do is actually hover on the actual cloud right before it starts to push. And you can be able to see where it says time -8. So what that means is 8 1-hour candles. So in 8 hours, this should continue its way to the downside. So sometimes what I'll do is go ahead and actually set an alarm for, let's say in 7 hours or 8 hours, go ahead and actually look at GBP NZD. And if everything follows our rules, then I'll go ahead and actually enter it, if that makes sense. All right. All right. So let's go to the H4. We're looking at NZD CAD. We see prices in the actual cloud itself. No good. So what do we see on NZD JPY? We see the red line over the blue line. Prices over the green cloud. Good. Oh, sheesh. We see prices in the actual cloud. So that's not what we're looking for. But we do see a strong push to the upside. So this is the type of move that I'm looking for. You see how it's clear how the red line is over the blue line the entire time, and it's clear the blue line. It's just clear the entire time, and that's why I'll set my 10 pips right for a buy, let's just say, and then set my stop loss at the blue line. Now, why? If you think about it, throughout this entire time, let's just say we go all the way over here. So 56 candles. So this is about 200 and something hours. If you think about it, how many times has price hit the blue line? Technically, I guess 1, 2, 3 times within 200 something hours. So that's why I put it at the blue line. Because if you think about it, like throughout this entire time, has the red line crossed the blue line? No. And that's why I set the stop loss at the blue line. All right. So this is okay. We see the red line is like in the blue line, but on the H1 time frame, you see that it pushed downwards. All right. CAD CHF. We see the red line is over the blue line, price is over the green cloud. Good. H1. We see it crossed. We see the red line under the blue line. No good. All right. H4. We see prices in the actual cloud. No good. URCAD. See the red line under the blue line, prices under the red cloud. Good. We see the red line is over the blue line over here. So that's not what we're looking for. URNZD. It's looking crazy on this H1 time frame. GBP AUD. We see prices in the actual cloud. No good. We see the red line under the blue line. This is good on the H1. Let's check on the H4. See the red line is under the blue line. Price is under a green cloud. No good. Yes, in the next 6 times 4 hours, so in 24 hours, it will, be okay. But right now it's not good. We need the red line under the blue line under a red cloud, right? And what do we see here? We see the red line over the blue line over a green cloud. Good. H1. We see red line kind of over the blue line, but over a red cloud. This is not as good as I need. And the M15 confirms. No good. All right. So very, very simple stuff, guys. Like, I know that you're probably wondering, like, man, I've never seen anything like that before. Neither have I until I figured it out. I know it probably looks crazy, but this thing really works. I have no idea why. I don't question it. I just do it. And I apply it, and I've been giving it out to people, and it's been working for them. You can build your account slowly but surely. Is that the way that I trade on a daily basis? No. I use technical analysis where I follow trends of the market based on the H4 time frame correlating with the M30, and you can be able to actually see the real way of how I trade on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back on here tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But before you go, don't click out yet. I want you guys to see something. Like I said, at the end of this video, I'm actually going to be raising the price for the You Are the Indicator course, online course. That wasn't planned. It's been half price since December 1st. Right now, what's today? Today's February 5th. Right? A friend of mine, Benson from Boston, literally just got the You Are the Indicator online course because I told him, hey, listen, if you don't get it today, I'm going to be raising the price. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. What I want you guys to do is I want you to see what the You Are the Indicator course is, so you don't, think of like what is he talking about? So, like I said, I don't really trade like this. Actually, I trade with technical analysis, right? So, what is the You Are the Indicator course? Well, we have a 5-step system to get somebody to the point where you can be able to actually start trading for yourself and being professional in this game, right? So, what I would suggest, make sure that you stay connected by our email. Make sure that you're in our group chat. Make sure you listen to stories of students that are killing it in our organization, and make sure that you're actually subscribed to our YouTube. Step number 5 is to actually buy the You Are the Indicator course. This course is no games, right? There's an online version and there's an in-person version. All right, the next in-person version is going to be in Miami. It's in March, the end of March, and you can be able to get access to that. Go ahead and click on this to be able to see what's included. But what I'm raising right now is the online You Are the Indicator course. Okay, as opposed to me explaining like how people are actually winning because of this course, don't listen to me, right? Listen to what other people have to say about it, right? And like I said, so other stores, right? There's an actual curriculum to it. So what type of trader should I be? How do the time frames correlate with each other? Where do I start marking up my charts? What do I do next? How do I know if the market is going to go up or down? How do I know if it's going to continue to go up or down? How do I confirm that's actually going to go up or down? How do I visualize the market is going to go in a certain direction? How do I know how far price is going to retrace? And if it does retrace, how do I know where it's going to go and how fast it's going to go? Literally, I have that in here as well. Where exactly do I enter? How do I know whether it's going to, how do I know whether I should stay in my trade or get out of my trade? The checklist before entry. If this happens, what do I do? I literally have that as well. And then from there, um, um, you'll mostly see this happening in the markets. And what do you do? How do you react step by step? This is the actual course straight through, where you're not going to need anything else after this. There's 7 bonuses that is included with this as well. Right now, there's 40 videos available, but there's going to be way more than 50 as time continues. This is a lifetime access to this course as well. You're going to be able to have personal access to me. You can be able to ask me a question, contact me directly, right? You also get access to a private community group chat. To tell you the truth, this group chat is pretty live. As you can see, Blue Streak said that worth every penny. It's not me saying this, this is other people saying this, right? You also get a private weekly mentoring. So on Thursdays, you have a private session just with me, and it's way different from any other sessions that anybody else has. You'll only be able to actually experience that if you're actually in. Also, you're going to be able to get access to our FX on the Beach celebration cruise that's coming up in August. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's for my birthday, actually. And then also, for every course that's purchased, actually we'll give away a course to specifically somebody in Haiti for now. And the goal is to be able to actually provide laptops or tablets along with the course. So with that being the case, like I said, the price is supposed to be $9.97, right? 50% off. Special offer where it's only $4.97. But what I'm doing literally right now is I'm going to be taking off this discount and I'm going to be raising it back to the $9.97 like it's supposed to be. What I actually did was I had a survey that I put out and I asked people, hey, listen, now that you've taken the actual online course, how much do you think that it should be? And most of the people that actually responded said that the course should actually be more than what I paid for. So with that being the case, I'm going to go ahead and actually listen to their thoughts and actually raise the actual course itself. So you're going to watch me do it. Okay. So there's a lot of people that actually took action and went ahead and did it. Right. So this course only. Right. So there's going to be no more coupon available for this. Let me go ahead and take off this coupon, delete, and delete. All right, so there's no more coupons. So now when I actually go to the course itself, you're not going to be able to see it, that pricing anymore. So the pricing, as you can see here, is back to the $9.97 price. So if you were not able to actually receive that discount, I'm sorry. I had it on there for a while. I told you guys, hey, listen, you have till midnight yesterday. And, some people took advantage, some people didn't. So, yeah. All right, guys. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I just wanted you to actually see that. I wasn't playing. All right, guys. So I really appreciate your time. We'll be back on here tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you'll be able to see the real way of how I trade, real way how I break down these charts. And literally for the last 2 weeks, well, 2.5 weeks now, because I've been on point. So for the last 2.5 weeks that I've been back on the markets, back, doing my thing, literally every trade has been on point, up and down, every trade. Now, when it came to last week into this week, the market just retraced a little further than I expected, but either way, the retrace was called. Okay, guys. So a couple things. Make sure that you get into our email list. Make sure that you're on our chat group. Make sure you subscribe to our actual channel. Make sure that you hear some stories of people that are taking the course and it was working for them. And maybe next time you'll be able to actually get the course half price. But for now, no. And what was I gonna say? What was I going to say? Tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you actually follow us on TradingView. When you go into TradingView, go to People. You'll be able to see my name where it says FX Pro Now. Go ahead and follow me. And any posts that I put up, if you actually comment on the post or like the post, anytime that I update it, you'll be updated as well. Okay, guys? So greatly appreciate your time, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Peace.